Hello and welcome to Schools Challenge TV.
We're at Wylye Valley in Wiltshire, where Schools Challenge Academy shooter William Ford is booking into a 100-bird sporting shoot. This is his 4th CPSA registered shoot. He will be competing against experienced shooters of all ages on this notoriously tough course.
Well, you're always a bit nervous, but and again, more excited. So I think the excitement just overcomes the nerves really when you get onto the stand. And I think about the target and I think about just killing it.
Will is shooting today because he has signed up for the Schools Challenge Academy. Run in conjunction with the governing body for clay target shooting in England and Wales, the CPSA, the Academy aims to encourage young shooters to take part in competitive events. For more information about the Academy, visit www.theschoolschallenge.co.uk. So how is Will faring at this event among shooters with years more experience than him?
I don't look at my scorecard until the very end, so I don't know my score, but I've definitely shot 50%, over 50% on every stand, which I'm happy with no matter what, as long as I shoot 50% over. Just that last stand's a bit annoyed me because I shot the first 2 pairs and missed the second 2 pairs. So that's going to get me in the next stand. I shoot them all now. It's getting me into gear.
It's not easy shooting a registered shoot, Doug Florent explains.
A CPSA registered shoot is supposed to be the top, the very best shoot you can go to. It's not easy, it's meant to be hard. It's got different class systems, so you start at C class, you go C, B, A, AA, AAA. Obviously the higher you score, the average you score, the more you go up the class. The class systems change 2 times a year. They're enjoyable. You meet a lot of nice people, you meet interesting, friendly faces. There's a few rules with the CPSA. You have to wear hearing and eye protection. Hearing protection, not a lot of money, pair of Peltor earphones, costs you £20 from any normal gun shop or shooting school. Then you have a pair of glasses, safety glasses. These are the new range from Jack Pike, which has got all sorts of different coloured lenses in it for different coloured clays, different backgrounds. Cartridges. Will was shooting XL 24-gram Olympians from Express. Perfect little cartridge to start somebody off on the register. They're plastic wad. CPSA. If you're in a shooting ground or a gun shop or shooting school, pick up their leaflet. You can join them. They are the governing body of the sport. They're the biggest and best organisation out there for shooting. When you join the CPSA, you get a magazine once a month called Pull Magazine. Good thing about the Pull Magazine, as well as it's got interesting articles in it, you can also, each week, you look, it's got the fixtures in there. So you look down and you see which registered shoots are on which Sundays.
Our top shooters support the Schools Challenge Academy. Here is double trap gold medal winner Stevan Walton.
Go to any club in the country, start as you mean to go on, go there, see if you enjoy it, and as you progress, obviously getting better and better, have a few lessons, learn more about the sport, and then you progress onto registered shoots, which is more controlled, a bit more competition to it, a bit more drive to it to succeed and do better in yourself really. And obviously you can win medals and win trophies, and it's really, really enjoyable, real fun, and everyone's helpful when you're there.
Will is not the only shooter to take up shooting CPSA registered events thanks to the Schools Challenge.
Down in Devon where I live, there's only probably 3 of us that I know of that are juniors, like around 14 to 18 age. It's nice going down and challenging the more experienced shots.
Natasha's not only been getting help with her shooting technique.
I've done some mental coaching with Phil Coley. It's made me a lot more tolerant, like when I miss clays and stuff, so I don't get irritated with myself. It makes me a lot calmer, like going onto the stand, so if I feel nervous, then I just use the techniques that he's given me just to calm myself down, like steady my nerves, stop any shakes. Yeah, it's just helped my shooting a lot.
In the end, Will finds out that it's not the winning, it's the taking part that matters.
Yeah, it was good, really good today. I believe I shot 64, which I'm really happy with because it's quite a tough rush to shoot. But I quite like tough rush shoots because it challenges me to like my very best. So yeah.
Any particular stands that you remember that were particularly easy, particularly hard?
Yeah, there was one, I think it was the fourth one along. I straighted it, 8 out of 8, which I was really pleased with. I think it was my third stand I did. And yeah, it was very good. That was probably one of my easiest, and then the hardest was probably when I got 2 out of 8, which wasn't too good. I usually always get 50% or more. So that was probably the downfall of today.
Olympic glory is still a few years off.
And now the latest news from the Schools Challenge.
After Peter Wilson's gold at London 2012, Sport England has awarded British shooting £3 million to help it onto the road to Rio 2016. There are now 11 shooting athletes on the new programme. The money will also help pay for a new talent programme for young shooters organised by the CPSA. Visit britishshooting.co.uk. The first Schools Challenge Clay competition of 2013 takes place at the Oxford Gun Company on the 13th of March. More than 180 children and youths from schools across England came to the event last year to compete for £12,000 worth of prizes. Schools Challenge entries are now open, so get yourself booked in now. Visit theschoolschallenge.co.uk, where you can also subscribe to the Schools Challenge newsletter. Voting is open for the 2013 CPSA Awards. Visit cpsa.co.uk to vote for your favourite shooting grounds or new development initiative of the year. In other CPSA initiatives, juniors pay just £10 for entry to all CPSA major championships. And disabled categories will be included in all CPSA major championships this year. Bookings open on the CPSA website from the 1st of February 2013. Gun clubs and playgrounds looking for a good value new clay pigeon trap. Bowman is launching its new compact 150 Sporter in February. There will be a full review of this on Schools Challenge TV. The Browning Rabbit Mania clay competition will be back at the British Shooting Show at Stoneleigh, Warwickshire on the 9th to the 10th of February 2013. There's a Browning 525 up for grabs for the highest score over the weekend. Now, Doug Florent of the Oxford Gun Company puts a new shotgun by Lincoln through its paces.
People have been asking me what the best-selling gun has been over Christmas and New Year, and I was quite surprised when I looked it up and found that the best-selling gun has been a Lincoln. And even more surprising is that the best-selling Lincoln has been the 20 bore. Because of the Schools Challenge, we encourage lots of youngsters to take up shooting, and obviously their parents are looking for something to buy for them for Christmas, and they're looking for a good quality but reasonably inexpensive gun. And the Lincoln seems to fit the bill. It's a lovely balanced little gun, 28-inch barrels, multi-choke, single selective trigger, sensible stock dimensions which will fit the majority of youngsters without any problems. Ejector, in fact it's everything that a youngster would require to start shooting. The gun is imported by John Roddery Wholesale. It's made in Italy by one of the leading Italian gun makers and represents excellent value for money. The weight has been kept down by having a reasonably narrow rib, which has taken some weight off the front end. one of the worst things you can get when you're teaching youngsters to shoot is to get a gun that's too barrel heavy, too heavy on the front end. But these with a narrow rib and shorter barrels brings the weight back into the hands, which makes it an ideal gun for teaching youngsters to shoot with. They do it in a 12 bore as well. They've also sold exceptionally well. Again, a starter gun at just over £600. Fantastic value for money. And because they're made by a quality Italian gun maker, they tend to hold their value. So when you want to move up to a gun which is in a higher grade, they still have a good second-hand resale value.
Thanks for watching Schools Challenge TV. For more information on anything you've seen in this film, or anything the Schools Challenge does, please email me on the contact details below, or subscribe to the Schools Challenge newsletter.